still love you, baby. And you'd never change.
Leong Tyre incorporated on 5th October 1998. The company history stretched back to early as 60s as Kien Leong bicycle repair tire shop in Kota Baru, Kelantan. Headquarters in 1997 at Pekalan Cepat Industrial Zone 2 and extend the company's services to heavier vehicles. Today, Kien Leong Tyre is a leading wholesaler and retailer of tires, batteries and lubricant in Kelantan. As to make it short, the company provides tire, battery, lubricant and others. They also provide services like tire services, wheel alignment and more. Kien Leong Tyre Company has a partner with Bridgestone, Michelin, the first tire plus in Kelantan, and one of the major issues that exist in this company is the limited stock problem. This is because not all existing stock in this company can meet customer demand. For example, a person using a branded car difficult to find their tire supplier because the demand tires for such car is not as high as request of tire for cars such as Proton or Toyota. Other than that, the tire stocks for cars such as Proton Pro 2 and Kelisa is also very limited. This is because the car has been rarely used and no longer on the market. In addition, each year the amount of production of tires for cars that are no longer on the market will be reduced. The size tire also play a role. Stock for a small car tire is also very limited because these days not much people using small size of car tires. Research studies such as get on information on the statistic of the branded car output to facilitating them to estimate how much the tire stocks for branded car can be produced. These days, everything is modern and technology, so many ways that can be done to find out about the necessary statistics. By doing this, it can reduce the cost of production, can make good relation with customer and more. One solution that I found from a book is to improve constantly and forever and stock check. The company must intimately understand its customers' needs and wants as they evolve. Continuous improvement must be built into every single process in the company. There is also always room for improvement, whether the company is a market leader or not. Other than that, the company also can do a stock check. If the inventory is below the system quality, and adjustment to that parts record can trigger a reorder request for additional inventory.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nur Aini binti Cik Roslan and I will explain about the issue in the Kien Leong company, which is the issue is problem with the supplier. The tire in that company, in the Kien Leong Tyre company, which is have different size in a particular car, which is the most of the cars from the customer produced by the company, produced by the different company. The supplier also give the terms to the company, such as they will supply the tire for some quantity of difficult size tires that they have fixed it. So this is also happen to the model of limited edition car in this country. So in this case, this will cause the company need to wait for a long time to get the tire. So the company should need to solve the problem to get the tire from the supplier as soon as possible, to solve the problem to get the tire from their supplier to make sure that their customer is not changed to the other company. For recommendation to this issue, the first, I recommend that relationship with the supplier. The relationship will give some info to the company. Know how the supplier performance to the company. Indirectly, the company can inform their customer in advance about the size of the tires supplied by them in the present. The second recommendation is substitute the tires with the new supplier. Tires, we know that tires is the leverage commodity product where the tire is simple stuff and the price is not expensive nor not cheap. So this product have many suppliers that can to make sure that their customer is not changed to the other company. For recommendation to this issue, the first, I recommend that relationship with the supplier. The relationship will give some info to the company. Know how the supplier performance to the company. Indirectly, the company can inform their customer in advance about the size of the tires supplied by them in the present. The second recommendation is substitute the tires with the new supplier. Tires, we know that tires is the leverage commodity product where the tire is simple stuff and the price is not expensive nor not cheap. So this product have many suppliers that can be an option to get an item or item fibers. So this company also need to find the size of tire which is similar to other types of car are available inside or outside the country to meet their customer demand. In this case, the supplier need to make a new relationship or cooperation with another supplier. The last recommendation from me is the source of the information. Company must identify the demand of their customer and on a monthly basis. It is indirectly the company can assume how much and what type of tire must be requested by their customer. So in this case, the supplier will know the quantity that the companies need to order, and the company will look to existing supplier to satisfy a new purchase requirement. That's all from me. I'm Siti Nuraini binti Juruslan. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum, saya Kien. I am Fatina Jua binti Jazlan. I would like to present about the issue between Leong Tyre Sudian Berhad and their supplier and the recommendation for the company. With the main issue about the price, the supplier increased the price of the tires, and Leong Tyre Sudian Berhad also have to increase the price of the tire, but they have to concern about customer preference. They have three factors because the supplier increased the price of the tire. First, increase the fuel price. Second, increase the raw material, rubber. And last, the decreasing the currency of ringgit Malaysia. and choose which supplier can give a low price for the tire but save the best quality of the tire. That's all.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nofarhim binti Jamaluddin, matric number A14441. The company that we pick for interview is Kien, Leong, Tyre, Sungai Berhad. With the interview of the manager with Encik Yazi, we found out the company has a few procurement mistakes that occur within the company. One of the mistake are purchasing mistake order. First of all, we need to know what is the purchase order. Purchase order is a type of document that's sent by the buyers to the supplier that contain the information for an order. Purchase order usually contain the type of product, the quantity of the product, and the price of the product. For Kien Leong tires, they also face with this problem due to human mistake by typo. For example, the manager received an order from the customer. He then create the purchase order with the quantity and specific requirement. However, the manager unconsciously typing a wrong amount of tires that need to order. Instead of 5, the manager put an extra 1 in the quantity column, make the total amount of tire that will be ordered are 15. Without a second look, he then sends the document to the supplier. Since the mistakes are coming from the manager, the company have to take responsibility and paid for the oversurplus. For the recommendation, I will recommend 2 recommendations. First of all, build relationship with the customer, and the second one is working in the team. Okay, for Kien Leong tires can overcome the problem of mistaken order through building a good relationship with the supplier. There is no guarantee that the manager might repeat the same mistake in the future. If the company have a good relationship with the supplier, the manager might put out a room for negotiation. The manager might seek the supplier for a discount if the current order cannot be cancelled. For example, asking for the supplier to offer discount for a bulk order, or maybe asking for the supplier to pay for the shipping. Okay, for the recommendation number 2, which is working team, there is a situation whether the manager place order through online or handwriting, there will always be a chance that the wrong product will get ordered. Thus, the manager might be considered to requiring a multiple people from department to signing off the purchase tires. They also face with this problem due to human mistake by typo. For example, the manager received an order from the customer. He then create the purchase order with the quantity and specific requirement. However, the manager unconsciously typing a wrong amount of tires that need to order. Instead of 5, the manager put an extra 1 in the quantity column, make the total amount of tire that will be ordered are 15. Without a second look, he then sends the document to the supplier. Since the mistakes are coming from the manager, the company have to take responsibility and paid for the oversurplus. For the recommendation, I will recommend 2 recommendations. First of all, build relationship with the customer, and the second one is working in the team. Okay, for Kien Leong tires can overcome the problem of mistaken order through building a good relationship with the supplier. There is no guarantee that the manager might repeat the same mistake in the future. If the company have a good relationship with the supplier, the manager might put out a room for negotiation. The manager might seek the supplier for a discount if the current order cannot be cancelled. For example, asking for the supplier to offer discount for a bulk order, or maybe asking for the supplier to pay for the shipping. Okay, for the recommendation number 2, which is working in team, there is a situation whether the manager place order through online or handwriting, there will always be a chance that the wrong product will get ordered. Thus, the manager might be considered to requiring a multiple people from department to signing off the purchase order before the final order for the product is placed. This is because an extra pair of eyes might be helpful in noticing an error that the manager might miss. Sometimes the manager might place the order with the preferred supplier without checking with other supplier that might offer a special discount or special price. In this case, the company might spend for the product, although the company can pay less and save up the budget. This is where teamwork is handy. Since the manager doesn't have the time, he can ask for other member in the team to make the check in his place.
Leong Tyre also met transportation problems. There are two factors which affect the stock delivery because the first factor is there are two main suppliers. There are Bridgestone and Michelin among the several suppliers. There are different weekends at Shah Alam Selangor and also the Kelantan Kota Baru. For Shah Alam, the workers rest on Saturday and Sunday, but for Kota Baru, the workers rest on Friday and Saturday. So they must order on Thursday so that the customer will receive the stock on Sunday. If not, the order will be processed on Monday. So this will cause company productive low and also the stock delivery will be late. Besides that, the second issues in transportation is the roadblock. The roadblock, the driver's mistakes and also the route correction will also cause the stocks doesn't arrive on time. Based on the transportation issue above, so there are 3 suggestions for this Leong Tyre Sentian Berhad. The first one is frequent deliveries of small quantities of directly to point of use at Leong Tyre Sentian Berhad. Repeated and regular delivery will be implemented according to a specialized schedule which organized based on weekend in both days. For example, the Monday, if they order on Monday, and then the stocks will arrive on Tuesday. So it takes about 1 or 2 days only. So this is the effective and productive delivery. And then the second suggestion is enforce the contract. As we know, for every corporation, we also have contract or agreement. The clause in contract which names supply and delivery had the specific terms for supply and delivery of products and service. It also provided the details on how delivery is measured, what is considered on-time delivery, and what are the penalties for late delivery and other details. Activities will be taken like increase the penalties for late delivery. So the third suggestion is inform customer this situation earlier. Good relationship between Leong Tyre Sentian Berhad with supplier is important. This is because good customer relationship will enable Leong Tyre Sentian Berhad to keep customers satisfaction and achieve the company vision. That's all.
Cheer. Rihanna. Good girl going bad. Take 3. Action. Ho. No clouds in my stones. Let it rain. I hydroplane in the bank coming down like a Dow Jones. When the clouds and we gone. We Rockefellers, we fly higher than